Hey you guys, you know what today is. Today is where I show you the things that I was able to find at the auction. It is a sad day, however, it is my last day at the auction for the next month. I sprinkled down some roses. That's it for us. But let me show you what I got. Okay, look at all these goodies. And look at this guy! Hi, Scooty! Oh, he curled his paw. Lord Scooty has spoken. Okay, here's what I got at the auction. A lot of this is single purchase items, so that's why it doesn't look like a whole ton. There wasn't a whole lot of bundling going on. As a matter of fact, I didn't even finish the auction because I had reached my budget limit and I had to leave. So, all right, we got some really good stuff. I got some fantastic teacups here. Don't mind the lawnmower in the back. Shelley England. This is the thistle pattern. Isn't that beautiful? I love the feel of these teacups in particular by this brand. I love the scallop. This one is, oh, it doesn't have their thing on there. It just has a number. So, let me see if the plate says it. Sometimes they're different. Oh, the begonia pattern. See? The more you know. I got this fantastic, this is really thick glass, beveled edge vanity mirror. Or you could hang it on the wall if you could figure out how to do that. Fantastic. Me and a girl were battling for this, and I won because I really wanted to get this piece. I did pay up a little for it, but I won. And then I got this. Now, this feels like such a nice weight. It feels like such a nice piece of glass. However, I couldn't find it. Look at the optics in that. Isn't that cool? Wow. So if you guys have seen this particular one before, let me know. I still got to clean some of this stuff up. Alright, I did win this fairy lamp. This is a 3-piece fairy lamp, so technically it should have the part. Now, some weeks ago, I did find a fairy lamp part there. Nobody really knew what it was, so I ended up getting it, and I sold it because I've found the parts more than I have found like the fairy lamp, so I don't really hold on to them anymore and I just flip them. But this time Aaron wants to see if he can find the middle piece, but you pay up for that middle piece, you know. But he wants to see if he can find the middle piece for this one. Then I got this gorgeous blue and gold wall pocket. That'd be the first one I had like that. Most of them are like a pottery and they have like birds on them. That's more of a ceramic. The other ones are like a thick pottery. I got a couple of cool paperweights. I got this apple for the kids that are going back to school. I just thought it was really neat. It's nicely made. And this one just looks like a galaxy or something in there. I got a single salt shaker. Now, he did try to bundle this with a bunch of other stuff, but it was for $10. And I only wanted this, so I ended up paying singly for that shaker. I got a Cambridge decanter. Has a chip on the not a chip, but it's like a bump in the glass, you know, like an interior crack. But that's the least of its problems. I got this, one of these old thick apothecary jars. I love getting these. These glow nicely. I got this, this is a Costa Boda, I believe. It does have a little bit of like haziness in it. You know, they actually did use it. And I believe you could get a girl that goes with it, and it comes in different colors. But I got a box of stuff just to get this out of it. And this was like actually the only good thing in the whole box. There was like nothing to, well, I took out a couple of other things, but nothing crazy. I got this gorgeous, they had quite a bit of blue glass there, and I just, some of the people they must have been like collectors because they were bidding it up like $20, $30 an item, and I just can't do that. So I waited and waited, and nobody really picked this one, and I was able to get a better deal than that. Then I got this gorgeous Viking piece. I think that's the Georgian pattern. They kept saying it was Fenton, and I was like, I don't think so. I got this gorgeous Bavaria. Isn't that a, wait, is that a peach? What does their information say? Oh, it's an apple. Oh wait, no, Royal Beirut, I'm sorry. So, I got that. Now this, I wanted this too. This was on the table with this. But he did that thing where he doesn't get to this item and then he ends up putting everything in a pile. And I think I won the pile pretty cheap. And I just wanted this. And I'll show you what else was in there. But it says it's a Heisey cologne and stopper. Well, they lost the stopper. But I love how it turned purple. So, and I love these old thick jars. No one was going after these right here, and then he stuck these in with it, and then I bid on it because I wanted these. I just had to clean them up a little. I thought they were pretty neat. I bid on a box that had these little sort of clown pixie guys, and that was about the only thing I kept in the box. I got this gorgeous, now it has this little repair on it, but it's a gorgeous Tiffin vase. Now hold on, it was from, by the way the work is, it's got to be from that lady that did professional repairs, but she passed away before she could finalize her pieces. But that is a repair. I bet you some like of the antique gold rub and buff would probably cover that nicely. But that's Tiffin glass. I got some Cambridge glass ivy vases in this gorgeous pink, and they call this like a keyhole pattern, and amber. I got this guy. I was bidding on some other things on the table, and it's when they do choice and someone outbids you, they get to choose first, right? So this would have been like my very last choice. She picked everything else that I had my eye on. So I ended up just grabbing him at the end. Now he would have had like a little hat. It was his lid. But he glows and he's pretty cool, and you could make him into like a cool planter or use him actually as a bottle or whatever. But he's pretty interesting. So I got him. He's not like a high dollar item or anything like that, but he's cool nonetheless. She was in a box. I think she's a Greek piece. Yeah, look. Yeah, definitely a Greek piece. I thought she was interesting, so I kept her. This is really cool. This is like the bottom of like a warmer sort of chafing dish type thing. I don't want to take that. Hold on. Let's see if I can flip it over and hold it. There's the name. Now this person's stuff, different items that they do silver and all kinds of different cool stuff, can go for quite a bit of money. But this didn't have the top piece, like the little pot, but I got that anyway because that's cool. And then I got these, the Fry Glass Company. These are neat because, let me see which one I can see in. See the best. Hold on, let's see. Nope, not that one. But it's got a cool opalescent. I love Fry glass. I just don't find it very much. This I gotta clean out, but let's see if you could see it. See, it says patented 5/8/17 and then patented 5/27/19. So from 1919. Isn't that freaking cool? Oh, I love that. All right, I got these crackle glass tumblers. They go with this gorgeous crackle glass pitcher. I've had little ones, right? Never anything like that. And that actually does glow. Now, when you get to the crackly part, probably the crackle kind of broke it up. But the solid areas glow. Same with the glasses. Let's come back over here. There's the pixies. There's this. Oh, I got these. I love finding these little art glass balls. These are like half balls. These things here, they're so neat. I have to look them up. They could or could not be Blanco or some other glass company. These are gorgeous too. These are real sterling. They're the antique ones. I say sterling right there. Pair of those. Those glow. I thought this was awesome. This fall turkey platter from Jackson Furniture of Perry. Largest single display of furniture and appliances in North Florida. So that's a Florida piece. Pretty cool. Then I got this. This is handmade. I thought it was pretty gorgeous. Got that. Those right here, I think they were calling them salts, but I thought that's a lot of salt. And then when I guess you could use it for that, but when I was looking into it, they were saying like you put it on a desk and you put like paper clips and things in there, or you could put change or something. I got this gorgeous. Today was a green day. There was a lot of green stuff there and blue. Or yesterday, not today. Okay. Sometimes when I'm editing, I notice I completely passed over something. I didn't even touch it. So I want to make sure I got it. This, Aaron fixed this. This was from last week. So he fixed that for me. That's why that's out here. This was some lotted stuff. So in the box where I got, I think this guy, there was this for the Star Wars fans. This is from 1983, Return of the Jedi glass. A Coca-Cola company. This was probably, oh yep, I was gonna say, this is the kind of stuff we used to get. So a Burger King toy. And then these are so cute. Looney Tunes, I loved them when I was a kid. I used to watch them at my cousin's house on Saturdays. 1994 for that little pair. And then this set was in there. The cream and sugar. There was a single candlestick holder that was in there. There was a couple of these things that you put like in a candle like that, you know. I think they call them like candle tulips or whatever name they made up for them. This was in there. There was a couple other great pieces that were like similar, a little bit bigger, that I was going to go after, but other people got it. This was in there. The Empire State Building thermometer. A replacement lid, which would probably do okay in the store. Someone looking for a lid for their apothecary jars. This was in there. Now, I remember some people going crazy over these, so I'm going to look that up. That's some Target birds. And then one of the ladies there bought a whole table, and there was a lot she didn't want, so she asked what I would choose from the table, and I chose these for Aaron for eBay. And then I won 2 lots of doorknobs. These glow. These are glass. These are the porcelain ones. Let's see, what is that? Sterilized blue cat. Oh wait, is this poison? Oh, tax. It's tax. Okay. And then there was some little records in there. I actually have a lot of some other ones that was in some stuff that I won that I'll probably just put them with those. This was like a thermos or something. We got a little baby doll down there with some broken legs. See her down there. Got a little toilet. Some knobs. These I think might be like a window pull, for this like sash window pull, or they could be like a pocket door pull. But then we have some keyholes. These almost remind me of, I don't know, some kind of sign holder or something. But they were in this box. I'm not sure what they were for. There's 2 of them. And then there's this Northern Virginia street map book. I didn't even look at this yet. Let's see if there's... I was going to see if there was like a date on it somewhere. 1977. Right there. Okay. And then the last thing that I won was this. Nobody was going after it, so I did. I'm like, I'll flip this on eBay or something unless one of you guys want it. Just clean up this wood a little bit. You could add some, what is that? Like a, not a wood polish, but like a, it's some kind of like, not a, oh my god, I can't even think about it. But you know what I mean, to sort of like add some life back to it. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Words are hard. Okay, Anyways, that's all the items that I got that I wanted to share with you guys. Now you're probably curious why I said that I'm done and I won't be able to go back. But it's not too sad of news. They closed for the entire month of August. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do, but I got to do something. I'm very sad, but I will see them again in September. They said they would be around the office, so if we wanted to stop in or whatever, and they're going to do some online auctions and stuff, but I have to find something else to do with my Tuesdays. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to go over to House on Noble and subscribe over there. You'll find me, I actually created a Whatnot, so you guys can find me over on Whatnot. It's listed also as House on Noble. TikTok, House on Noble. Instagram, House on Noble. Yeah, so anyways, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what your favorite item was from this haul, and I'll talk to you in another one. Bye.